Hey, hi everyone. This is Let's Talk Shit with Dr. Larry Frieder with Enlightened Gut Coaching. And today I wanted to talk about my favorite activity, which is snacking. I am or I have been, I should say, a habitual snacker. I love to just snack in between meals. I love to snack at night. Um, I always just like eating. And I've always been told, because I've had gut issues my whole life, that it would be better to eat small meals throughout the day rather than larger meals, and that would be easier on my stomach. And so I always just got in the habit of just kind of grazing throughout the day and eating small meals, eating between meals, eating after dinner, and that doesn't really work well for me. And then this whole concept of intermittent fasting came about, which I've been really curious about. And of course, intermittent fasting has been around since the beginning of time. It's a very ancient practice to fast, and and it makes sense. Intermittent fasting has a lot of really good research for helping with metabolic syndrome, weight loss, cardiovascular benefits, sugar metabolism. It makes a lot of sense, but it can look really complicated sometimes. People have all these different ratios or fasting on alternate days or fasting for a certain amount of time. And I think the easiest thing, which is what I just started doing recently, is just having a meal, your dinner time at 6 o'clock, and then not eating until breakfast. So for me, that's a 12-hour fast, which has not been easy. I really love to eat and then just kind of love crunching, chips, whatever. And, but when you think about it, your gut, if you've got digestive issues, which is a lot of what I work with people, your gut needs a break, right? Your gut needs some rest in order to digest. And that's why I think these small meals throughout the day didn't work so well for me either, because your stomach is always going. Your digestion has to keep going. Every time you eat something, the gut is like, all right, we got to make room for this food, and pushes whatever is in there out and rushes it through. It causes diarrhea, loose stools. You're maybe not fully digesting or fully absorbing the nutrients from your food. And your gut needs that rest time between meals in order to completely digest and not be rushed, not be pushed through, and be fully absorbed. So for me, that meant sticking with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I love the saying, eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and dinner like a pauper. So your digestive fire is really at its greatest around noon and tends to taper off and be pretty weak by after 6 p.m. So if you can get those bigger meals in by noon and a smaller meal at dinner, that tends to be really a great way to optimize that digestive fire, that ability of your body to digest. And I'm always hungriest in the morning. A lot of people do an intermittent fasting where they'll just have a more of like a large brunch, like let's say 10 o'clock, if your schedule allows that. Have your biggest meal uh, around 10 or so, and then a small meal at dinner, and then fast at night. So that's been challenging for me these last week or so, last few days that I've been doing this. Uh, And what I find when I'm not able to, or not trying not to snack at night, is I just drink tea. I have tea all night long, and not caffeinated teas, but I like licorice tea. If you've got any gut issues, licorice tea is really soothing. There's a tea I like to drink that's a combination of licorice and marshmallow root and slippery elm, super soothing and healing for the mucous membrane of the gut. Light green teas, maybe. Uh, there's all kinds of awesome herbal teas, as we know. So drinking tea throughout the night kind of gives me that oral fixation. It gives me something to do. It's nice to sip. It's calming, and it helps me to not eat all night long. And I just have found, just in the short time I've been doing it, way less bloating, less stomach upset, better poops. It's just been really, really great. So give this a try. Intermittent fasting, larger meals toward the early part of the day, smaller meals at the end of the day, no eating after dinner until breakfast or brunch. Try it just for a week. I know coaching clients that have had amazing results with this just in like 3 or 4 days. So give it a try. Kind of kick the snacking habit. Try intermittent fasting. Let me know how it goes for you. Bye.